Bring us your baffling.
Bring us your audacious.
We want your sticky notes, sketchbooks, and scribbles. Let's pin them to the wall, kick them around.
Kick them around, see what happens.
Because we're in the how do I get this startup off the ground business.
The taking your business, global business.
We're in the problem-solving business. 400,000 people.
Ready to help you solve problems while they're still called opportunities.
From figuring it out to getting it done.
We're here to help.
David Sunsup here with Rick Remblack after Akron's MAC tournament run ends with a semifinal loss to Ball State. What did you tell the team after the game?
Well, there's nothing that you really can say that will comfort them. That's a tough way to end up losing a ball game. We did it in the morning in grand fashion. It was a strange play the way it worked out tonight. You know, bases loaded, full count. And the guy from first base scores all the way, and then next guy gets that RBI single there. Couple plays killed us, certainly, that we gave away probably 5 to 6 runs on a couple errors. But the guys still ended up battling. We still kept everybody, everybody was still into the game. They performed well. There's not much more that you can say. It's just a tough way to end up losing. Anytime you lose in the last game of the season without getting a trophy, it's always a tough one. It's never satisfying.
You guys lost tonight on a walk-off, but won yesterday on a walk-off, and the first game today on a walk-off. What did you learn about your team's fight and heart this week that maybe you didn't know coming into the MAC tournament?
Well, I think I knew it was in them because we did it last year and we had the same guys, and I knew it was in us all year. There were sometimes it came out, sometimes it didn't, but then it came out when it really counted in the MAC tournament here, and this is when it really is important to do that. It's in them. It's always in them. It's just a matter of making sure that you always have that mentality. When the times get tough, you stick it out, you end up getting tougher. So it's there. I mean, I knew it was there, and there's nothing that at this stage that we can end up saying or doing. They know what's at stake. They're smart enough to realize that, and they did a great job.
You guys wrap up the season 28-30. What are your overall thoughts on the year that you had, especially making the MAC tournament for the second straight year and advancing to the semifinals for the second straight year?
Well, it was satisfying to end up qualifying again for the tournament, and then you have an opportunity to end up winning a championship there. You know, throughout the year, it was up and down. You know, we were a 500 ball club. We started off strong in the MAC, and then we ended up having a few weeks that we tailed off a little bit, had a couple bad weekends. But then when we qualified, we ended up playing some decent baseball once we got back into the tournament. And anytime, you know, we're an 8 seed coming in and we came in and beat the #1 seed, that's a great start. That first game in the first game in the MAC tournament on the win column is important, and that's a big game to end up getting there. So once we did that, you know, things started falling into place, started feeling good about yourself, you start playing good baseball, and we did. You know, we'll end up losing twice now to Ball State, which is a very good team. And against good teams, it's just tough to end up opening the door even a small way and giving them extra at-bats. And when you do that against decent teams, you know, bad things can probably happen.
9 seniors played in their final game tonight. What are you going to miss the most about coaching this group?
Well, the thing is that they understood the system. They came to practice ready to end up practicing every day. Every day they came on the field, they were ready to go. They wanted to learn. They worked extra. There was a good group, a good work ethic group. I thought they were decent leaders for everybody. They were good examples. And that's all I can ask for, you know, and the playing time may not be there, but when they come out to practice and they end up helping out the other guys, maybe the younger guys, when they do stuff like that, that's just as important. So, you know, you can't play everybody, and I know everybody wants to end up playing, but it was a good group. It was a good group to coach, and I was really glad I had that opportunity to coach them.
I had a fun time covering you guys, not only this week, but the entire season. Thanks for the time, Coach. I appreciate you joining me after all these games, and I can't wait to do it again next year.
Well, I hope you're back, David. It was a pleasure, and I'd love to end up having you back, and all I can say is go Zips again.
Thanks for the kind words, Coach. I will be back next year, so you'll be seeing plenty of me again.
Good deal.